Hi everybody, it's Carrie Lou Signan from the Northampton Center for Couples Therapy, and I am here today to talk to you about the relationship superpower skill of flexibility. This is the third video in a series I'm doing on really the heavy hitters in terms of great relationship skills. And as is the case with all of these videos, I'm going to be talking about ways that you can use this power to do good, and ways you can use this power that might cause harm. So, because you got to keep it in check always. So let's first start with what I mean when I'm talking about flexibility. In my field, the field of couples therapy, when we are talking about flexibility, we are talking about what John Gottman, one of the leaders in the field of marital distress and relationship studies, calls accepting influence. And accepting influence really refers to how much are you able to kind of shapeshift and modify who you are, how you are being with your partner or someone you're close to in response to what you're getting from them. So, for example, if somebody comes to you and they have a complaint or they have a criticism that they want to voice to you, how much do you find that you're very stuck in a very rigid way of responding? Maybe habitually you go to anger, you go to defensiveness, you just shut down and you can't even speak, you become invisible, which is also a superpower slash weakness if you don't have that in check. Have another video on that. How much do you kind of have a rigid response that you go to versus how much are you able to stretch yourself outside of your comfort zone? So when we're talking about flexibility, we're really talking about, can you be flexible in your mind in terms of not being really set on your ideas being the right ideas, your story being the only story? Can you be flexible in your heart in terms of stretching yourself to feel for others as well as yourself, otherwise known as empathy? Can you be flexible in your body? If you notice in your body that you're prone to getting tense, you're prone to getting quiet, you're prone to kind of responses that might not engender good communication, are you able to take a deep breath and shift states, really shift states? All of those things, being able to try on other ideas, being able to shift the feelings in your body, being able to shift how you respond to people, those are indicative of being a flexible person. And it's a really important good skill to have. In fact, the research of Gottman shows that not accepting influence, not being flexible, is really correlated with divorce and relationships ending. So this is a skill, if you don't have it down, that you really want to start taking seriously and working on. I think we all struggle with it to some degree, but some of us more so than others. But I also want to talk about quickly flexibility as a superpower that could come back and sort of bite you, the dark side of flexibility. Because some of us, our strength maybe isn't that we can't be flexible. Our strength is actually that we might be being flexible even when it's not a good idea. We might be stretching ourselves in ways that really cause problems. And so if you're somebody who has the superpower of flexibility and you're actually really good at taking on other people's perspectives and accepting influence, what you're going to want to be checking in with yourself about is how much are you able to kind of moderate that and use it judiciously. That's the word that really comes to mind for me. How much are you able to sort of say, in this situation, it's a good idea for me to be flexible and accept influence, and maybe in this situation, not so much, and I'm going to kind of keep that in check. One thing that's going to tell you whether or not your superpower of flexibility should be used is the nature of the person you're in relationship with. What you want to be looking for is whether or not the person you're interacting with, your spouse, partner, boss, sibling, parent, is able to meet you and also demonstrate flexibility. Give you equal regard, show an ability to try on your ideas, show an ability to shift their state. That's called a two-person system. Stan Tatkin, who's another biggie in my field, talks a lot about that. Two-person systems is what we're always aiming for. We are aiming for mutuality. And if you are accepting influence and highly flexible and you're in a relationship with somebody who's not needing you, you really want to think about where you're going to go from there and how good of an idea it is for you to be exerting that skill in this moment. On the other hand, if you're in a relationship with somebody who meets you a lot and you find that you're digging your heels in, you're being kind of stubborn, I'm going to nudge you to really think about stretching yourself. Either way, accepting influence, being flexible, on the whole, very good skill to have, but a very important skill to use wisely. Thanks a lot for listening. If you like this video, remember to subscribe to our page. A little red arrow should appear in a second. Check out our other videos. Check out our website, northamptoncouplestherapy.com. And feel free to reach out to us. We're always happy to answer questions and speak to you directly. Take care. Have a nice day.